Welcome back to WagerTalk.com. Saturday college basketball action. This is going to be my video best bet. I'm joined in studio with Bryan Leonard and Preston, the Sports Cheetah, and we're going to talk Duke, Louisville. And guys, first off, we got to talk about Louisville and the self-imposed ban for this year. So anytime you're looking at Louisville, you got to worry about, not only trying to handicap the game statistically, but mentally. And for me, I'm going to look at Louisville in spots where, A, it's a nationally televised game, it's a marquee game, and they still have first place on the line to try to win the conference title for these kids that aren't going to go to the big dance. All of those are in place here. They're playing at home. It's on ESPN Saturday afternoon. They're playing Duke, a marquee program, and they're only one game out of first place. So I think all systems are still go on the Louisville side.
Well, they're also playing Duke after upsetting North Carolina in a game they probably shouldn't have won on the road. So I know you like to talk about food, Marco. This is your hoagie sandwich. I mean, this has got everything going for it if you want to handicap like Marco, because this is what Marco looks for all the time, and it all came in on this one team here.
Well, I was on Louisville last night, and it was a situation that I thought playing at home, playing Syracuse, they had one home game right after the self-imposed ban, and you talked about that last week when they played Boston College, but it was Boston College. They could have slept-walked through that game and won, and it was, you mentioned they had it cut down to 15 at one point.
In the second half.
Second half, and then 30. The blink of an eye, it's, a 30-point game. This was the first significant home game since the ban, so I thought with it being on TV, Syracuse had been playing good basketball at the time, in first place, still within reach, I thought they'd have a good effort last night. So that's why I was on Louisville. And it was a situation for me, Duke, North Carolina. I didn't have anybody in that game last night. It's a bonus for me, as you said, that Duke won. But I was looking at it either way. This was going to be a great spot because you're either going to have Duke coming off, a hard-fought game against your biggest rival, or if you go in there and pull off the upset, it's just icing on the cake, another food reference.
But you would rather have them going in there pulling off the upset.
Absolutely, and we got that miracle there. So for me, this all sets up, and that's why it's a video best bet for me.
Yeah, I can't disagree. I agree with what you said. I think Duke before that UNC game was the Virginia game, that magical game winner that probably shouldn't have counted for Grayson Allen as well. So they've had a couple emotional wins now in a row, and it definitely is setting up for Louisville. Assuming you're getting a decent number, you might even get a little bit of an overreaction now that Duke did win outright, and get a short number to lay at home, which would be great too.
And we saw this in the football season with BYU. A couple miracle Hail Mary passes, and then all of a sudden they went and played a good team on the road. I mean, UCLA,
31-0,
and they get crushed. So this could very well be a statement game for Louisville here.
Yeah. And that's a good reference going back to that BYU game, because the team they went and played was Michigan, a totally different team from what they had just been playing. They played finally a physical team. Mm-hmm. Now, Duke's going from playing North Carolina that likes to go up and down the floor, shoot the basketball. Now they're going to play a team that's going to play pressure defense, in a totally different style. I think Duke's in trouble here, and I'm not that impressed with this Duke team. This is a team that earlier in the season had 3 losses in a row, because we made the joke, that same week you had Michigan State and Duke, 2 perennial powerhouses in college basketball, both on 3-game losing streaks, which never happens. So I'm not sold on this Duke team, and I think Louisville has something to play for here. I'm going to go and take my numbers. I'm thinking the line's going to come out on this one around 4.5, 5 is what I'm expecting on the high end. I've got Louisville winning this one by 9 or more. I'm going to go ahead and lay the points on Saturday with Louisville, and that is my video best bet. And don't forget, weekend all access, best deal going, guys. Pick your favorite capper, get all of his plays Thursday through Monday. And guys, that's all the plays. We don't just give you the regular plays. Anybody that has a 5% play going, that's included in the package. You get it for $69, everything. Check it out at WagerTalk.com. We'll be back with more videos here at WagerTalk.